Now we're going to see what happens here. We're going to see. We're both off to round number 2. And maybe, just maybe, the first era ends tonight. Time will tell. Let's take a look at our opposition here. It's New Jersey and Detroit. Standing in our way in this next round for you guys with the Nets going up against Muggsy Bogues and Darwin Cook. Rolando Blackman and Tim Legler. I mean, I don't really think you have to point out Tim Legler. Forwards, Kelly Trapaka and Gene Banks. Buck Williams at power forward and Daryl Dawkins at center. They got a Hydra. They got a whole Hydra here. I mean, they got a three-headed, not even a Hydra. Not even a Hydra. They got a fucking goddamn, well, not quite a Hydra. I mean, that's more of my team. They got more of a, more of a Cerberus thing going on, don't they? More of a Cerberus thing. Not a bad team, right? What do the Pistons look like? Isaiah Thomas. Yep, that's to be expected. Sleepy Floyd behind him. Vinny Johnson, a shooting guard. Okay. Lionel Simmons, because of an injury to Kenny Walker. Power forward Jay Vincent. And Bill Laimbeer. Question is, can I survive Isaiah Thomas and his band of merry men? This will be interesting. Who plays first? I do. Game 1, Detroit and Chicago. Goes to Chicago, 90-83. As Isaiah Thomas, only 16 points. Big games for Hornacek and Jenkins. Double-double for Jenkins as well. Big game on the glass for Thorpe and Smits. Game 1, Cavs and Nets. Goes to New Jersey, 109-97. No time to panic yet. You guys did lose game 1 of the series against Milwaukee. Clark Kellogg led the way. Manute Bol fouled out. Not the best game for Reggie Miller, 6 of 22. He had 27 points from both Rolando Blackman and Kelly Trapaka. Buck Williams was up there. The Cerberus did pretty well for them in that game. I've heard Cerberus and Cerberus. I'm going to go back and forth between the two. Got the Cerberus. All right. Game 2. Bulls, Pistons. Goes to Detroit, 109-107. Close game, but Isaiah Thomas, Lionel Simmons. Good performances. On the other side, just Lewis in double digits. Double-double for Smits and for Jenkins, but not enough. That's a 1-1 split. Game 2 for Chat Series against the Nets also goes to New Jersey. 104-97. Manning and Lever both foul out as Miller and Kellogg tried, but it wasn't enough. New Jersey, interesting situation here. Game 3, Bulls, Pistons. Goes to Detroit by 1 fucking point, 99-98. Jenkins had a hell of a game, but the depth scoring just wasn't there, even though it should be. 23 points for Vincent. Double for Laimbeer. Game 3, Cavs and Nets. Cavs finally win one, 125-112. Orlando Blackman dropped 21. On the other side, Reggie Miller shows up when you needed him, 45 points and a 31-point double-double performance for Fat Lever. Clark Kellogg did foul out, but they're able to survive. Game 4. Detroit is up 3-1 as the defending champion Lakers have been eliminated in the Battle of Los Angeles. 106-96. As the decision to go and use my nuke as a tactical instead of just a blow it up and get draft picks, is that going to fail? Fuck. Got to be better than that, man. Game 4. Cavs and Nets. Cleveland ties it up at 2 apiece. Shrugging off the 0-2 deficit. Only 20 points for Buck Williams. Reggie Miller, Clark Kellogg, doubles for Lever and Manning. Reggie Miller, man. So fucking clutch. My Bulls are in a bit of trouble here. A little bit. I gotta drop this down to fucking 6 at this point. Get Chuck Person factored out of the plans. He's just not cutting it. Can the Bulls survive? Yes. 99-90. There will be a game 6. 16 points from Johnson. Jenkins with a double. Smits with a double. Thank God. Whew. Surviving a scare. Game 5. Cavs and Nets. Cleveland wins their 3rd in a row and are 1 win away from going back to the Eastern Conference Final. 42 points from Reggie Miller. Doubles from Kellogg and Manning. The team ends up in trouble, and Reggie just says, fuck you, we're winning this, and puts the team on his back. Crazy. Damn. Can Chicago force Game 7? Yes. 93-81. 29 from Hornacek, doubles from Lewis and Smits. Only 20 from Isaiah Thomas. Will Cleveland punch their ticket to the conference final for the 2nd year in a row? Yes, they will. 4 straight wins for Chat's Cavs. They are back in the Eastern Conference Final. But will it be a showdown with the Pistons or a rematch against the Bulls? It's Game 7. Bulls and Pistons. Detroit trying to pull away. Chicago trying to stay alive. 2:43 to go and a 5-point lead for Detroit. Is the luck going to run out? Inbound to Jenkins. He changed the entire plan of where we were looking to go.
Now Jenkins. Pass to Schrempf.
Was that a mistake?
Jenkins with it.
Detlef turns it over to Isaiah Thomas.
Up and in. That's his
The lead's up to 7.
He has only taken 13 shots. Let's look at the energy stats. How the hustle game.
Not looking good for Chicago here. The thing is, you guys might win this anyway, so specking into trying to get Shaq might not even matter. I don't know what it is about Reggie Miller, but unlike a bunch of other guys who are like based around, hey, shooting and three-point shooting, in an era where that doesn't happen much, he just still goes off.
Time to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge.
I have not seen the same from the likes of Detlef Schrempf.
What Chicago's coach was going over with the team. Coach not happy with the team. He told him, come on, we have to value the basketball. We're just giving it away. We'll see if they listen.
Quick passing between Lewis and Thorpe to finally get to Jenkins.
Thorpe with a screen
off the pick with Thorpe. Into the middle, Otis Thorpe. Throws it down. 2 minutes to go when the lead's back to 5.
Terrific at delivery. Big time shot.
We decided everyone's the Knicks, basically. Final Simmons against Detlef. Hell of a pass from Simmons.
Simmons got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now here's Jenkins. He's guarded by Thomas. Thorpe with a screen on Johnson.
Reggie Lewis. We'll make something happen here.
Johnson's there.
Find Detlef. Doesn't use the pick from Smits. Detlef throws one up. Can't get it to go. Horrific. Oh my God, he's Kelly Tripucka 2 years in a row.
Pass to Vincent.
Nothing like another second round loss for Chicago, huh?
Back to Thomas. And out of bounds
as Isaiah dribbles out of bounds. Good for you, boy.
Well, they've got to pull out all of the stops right now.
Even with an all-out effort, they've got a lot.
Boys, you need to be a little bit more. Detlef for three. Hits it. A little bit more urgent about the situation. 45 seconds to go. And there's the foul. Need a steal on the inbound here. Not going to get it, though.
And so it's Detroit with it.
Johnson double teamed. Thomas trying to drive, double teamed again. Vincent Simmons, ball game. Lionel Simmons ends this game. It is over. Needed him to miss that shot, and it didn't happen. Bulls are going to fall in the second round again. And changing... and there's basically two ways to use a nuke. A tactical to make the team better, to really go for it, or to rebuild. And the tactical wasn't the plan. It became the plan. And it didn't work. Reggie, we need a three, buddy. Just throw one up.
Vincent with the rebound.
The Detroit Pistons will play the Cleveland Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Final. Knowing that a new champion's going to be crowned this year in the NBA with the Lakers already being eliminated. A 91 overall point guard was still not enough to push my team over the limit. Oh, Rick, you big disappointment. Screw the numbers, I don't care. Losers! Losers! You want a bottle? Big dirt bottle? Because you're taking a fucking dirt nap for this season. Dallas and the Clippers. Cavs and the Pistons. You guys already know what to expect from Detroit. You've already seen the roster. Let's get right into it. Let's find out, is this it? Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Final. The number 1 seed Cavaliers, led by Reggie Miller, looking to get revenge for last year and actually make it to the final. And they are 3 wins away from doing that. 110-83, your final score. Pure dominance. Led by 33 points from Reggie. Doubles from Kellogg, Manning, and Fat Lever. Game number 2. Clippers up 1-0 on Dallas, by the way. And apparently you guys have some injuries. Fat Lever and Vlade Divac not fully healthy, but not hurt enough to be out. Game number 2. Game number 2. And methinks the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to the NBA Final. 117-82, led by 34 points from Reggie Miller. Doubles from Kellogg, Manning, and Fat Lever. We'll head to Game 3. Dallas ties it up at 2 apiece. It's looking like this could be over. The Pistons do win Game 3 to stay alive. 107-91. Kellogg had 30 points. No doubles on the board for anybody, though. Miller shoots 3 of 10, 1 of 2 from 3. Kellogg did foul out. He was the only one. Game number 4, as the Clippers are now up 2-1. As, of course, are Cleveland. Pistons trying to tie this series up. They're not going to do it. The Cleveland Cavaliers 1 win away from the NBA final off of 29 points from Reggie and a double from Clark Kellogg. 1 win away. As are the Clippers. This could be it, chat. This could be the year. Game 5 against Detroit. Trying to punch their ticket to the NBA final. Pistons putting up a fight. .144 to go and a 5-point lead. Can the Cavs punch their ticket to the NBA final? The combination of old Fat Lever and Reggie Miller gets them this close.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter.
Who's even on the Clippers? That is a very good question. Lever gets it to fall off the bank. The lead's up to 7. All I know is if you guys let Donald Sterling win an NBA title, you should lose by default.
Pass to Vincent.
Vincent trying to drive. Gets blocked by Anderson. He acquired mid-season in a trade, if I'm not mistaken. 1:10 to go, 7-point lead. He owned the Clippers in the 90s? Yeah, he was the reason they moved to Los Angeles, wasn't he?
And Anderson has it in the corner.
99% sure he's the reason they moved from San Diego to LA, because he wanted to be in the big city and be little brother to the Lakers. So, yeah.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Great movement. I think another block. Chris Anderson. Really.
Now
40 seconds to go.
36 seconds left in the game. Pass to Wingate.
Some of the fucking subs in here right now. Royal. That's it.
Uses the glass on the lane.
The Cleveland Cavaliers are going to the NBA final in 1991.
Vincent the pass to Caldwell. Back to Vincent.
Wingate the steal as the depth is in. He draws the foul. The first finals appearance belongs to Chat. 1991 final.
He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Here come a couple of the starters at least to try and seal the deal. Couple.
And good on the
MBA and the
so it
Pistons
makes
is
them
fun. Why is it?
I think it's a wrap.
Why?
The game's on the line. He knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
I mean, I played with the Cavs, but I also played with the Pistons for over a decade. It's just, yeah? Why? I'm so confused. Oh my God, Bill Lambier's on the Pistons. That's like being like, oh my God, Lamar Odom's a Laker.
So much pressure on this team from the media.
The Cleveland Cavaliers
A tremendous
are heading to the NBA final.
wins away from a championship.
They can see the finish line.
Will it be the Clippers or will it be the Dynasty Mavericks?
I'll tell you what, though.
That is the question.
Championship is a big victory of its own. No matter how this season ends, it's been a successful one for them.
And they'll represent the East.
Hey, they have t-shirts now.
That's mere days of
Look at the t-shirts. Cleveland in the final. Odom was a Clipper. I know, but he's most affiliated with the Lake. You see my point, Chris? You see my point? Hey, if you don't, then I'm even more confused at what point chat's trying. Anyway, Clippers and Mavericks. Will it be the Clippers? Yes, it will be. The Mavericks, after winning 5 straight, have failed to make the NBA Finals over the last 2 seasons. And that may have just sealed the deal for Chat to win this first era. It may indeed, because the Mavericks were still pretty damn well stacked. Olajuwon, Rapist, Aguirre, Dale Ellis, Charles Oakley. What do the Clippers look like in 1991? So they have to have a shooting guard playing point guard, right? At shooting guard, Joe Dumars and Ricky Pierce. Chris Morris as well. There's no way Joe Dumars isn't their point guard. There's no way. With Pierce and Morris at shooting guard. Forward, Scottie Pippen. The man who you could have chosen, but you went with Reggie instead. Pippen versus Miller in the final. Del Bledsoe. Oh, I just remembered who the Clippers have, right? No, they don't have him. That's right. It's just Del Bledsoe and Sam Perkins. And at center, they don't have who I was thinking that they had. I mean, it's a pretty solid team. It's pretty close on paper. I'd probably give the edge to you guys, maybe, but Pippen can certainly neutralize Reggie Miller. It's a close one. Game 1, NBA Final. I do want to see, am I allowed to look at the Clipper game plan? No. No, I am not. Which is a bit of a pain in the ass, and I hate it. Game 1 of the 1991 NBA Final. How's it going to go? The Cleveland Cavaliers are 3 wins away from ending this era. This era. Reggie Miller with 32. Triple-double for Fat Lever. Doubles for Kellogg and Manning. Wow. Wow, huh? Reggie 4 of 7 from 3, by the way. Game number 2. Is this era over and done with? Cavs still looking good. Clippers trying to keep it close. They are getting overwhelmed. The Cavaliers are 2 wins away from ending the era. Double for Reggie, double for Lever. The Reggie Miller Fat Lever combination. That one offseason where Reggie went up by like 7 points, that pretty much sealed the deal. That pretty much sealed it. Reggie Miller is unfucking real. Game 3. Won't be surprised if this ends sooner rather than later. Clippers are keeping it close again this time, though. 91 seconds to go, and it's a 1-point game. So a close contest in Game 3 as the Clippers are trying to stay alive. The inbound of Fat Lever. Miller to Vlade. Gets it to go. Cleveland takes the 1-point lead. Dumars is indeed their point guard. Dumars in the paint. Can't get it to go. Lever on the rebound. Murray's up court. Finds Reggie Miller. Miller trying to find space. Still searching. Can't get it to fall. Morris on the rebound. 52 seconds.
Angeles Clippers.
Joe Dumars trying to drive and steps out of play. They are trying to hand it to Cleveland. I don't think Cleveland needs the help.
Pierce comes in for Morris, and Cleveland also making a change. Bowl, he's checked in for D-Box. So everything
Reggie Miller.
led to this.
Time for your leaders to step up.
In ISO, Miller
And foul on
draws the
shot.
foul. Can't get an and one out of it.
Hey, if you can't force
And
the
Perkins
turnover,
on the
that's
call.
not a bad foul.
Well, at least they're stopping the clock. That's not the worst case scenario.
Make that 25 points in this game for Reggie Miller.
So it gets them both, and it's a three-point game.
3-point lead for Cleveland, trying to take a 3-0 lead in the final.
Pierce feeling it out a bit. Yes!
Layup goes. Clippers get it back down to 1,
Simply
but they need the foul.
as you can be in that situation.
And it will be Reggie Miller going to the line.
Shy away from big moments.
Yeah, that's a good play. I mean, fouling there and
The man of the hour, the man of the era,
They need
Reggie Miller.
every second they can get at this point. Do whatever they can to come
Who'd have
back.
thought?
First free throw.
There's one.
And that will put them up by 2. So
Hits them both.
Two at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
Cleveland back up by 3.
They're now up 3 with not much time left on the clock. What a performance.
And Los Angeles.
What a team, man.
Timeout. And
What a
that
team.
is
Reggie Miller just turning into a beast.
right down in that hole.
I think if they need
Sealed the deal.
that open, you take it, but it
That old fat lever trade, helped out a lot too. That was what won it. It didn't work out immediately, but
Smart.
To the inside.
full season, and there you go.
team guy wants to come through for his
Another 2-point play here,
loves taking the shot in the big moments.
and Reggie Miller will go back to the line one more time.
Well, it was a must-foul situation. They were hoping for somebody not quite. So
You'd think they'd try to get somebody else to the line.
Job from the offense.
There's another one.
His hands. They knew the foul was coming and got it to their shooter.
Second
The lead is back to 3.
the line, and it's a 3-point game.
I think they'll be looking to tie it up with a
Pierce
three-pointer here.
over to Del Bledsoe for 3. Misses.
Not quite a bluff shot.
The foul with 5.8 left.
Might not add to his
Clark Kellogg. Honestly, without our first 3 first-round picks. Oh yeah, no, it's not great for me to have lost this era. That's for sure. That is not good news for me. However, in my defense, I did have some fucking horrific lottery luck. I did get a 2nd overall pick, but didn't get anybody the caliber of Reggie Miller.
And the first
That was the great equalizer. You guys were fucked on draft picks for the most part. I didn't have the luck I needed to be able to take advantage of it. Did not have the luck that I needed.
and the second of 2.
And Reggie just doesn't miss.
Gives them a 4-point cushion.
The lead's up to 4. Dumars hands off to Bledsoe.
Three. Can't get
That's it.
and so
The Cleveland Cavaliers,
well, that'll do it. Thanks
1 win away.
NBA Finals. For our reporter,
Wow.
David Aldridge.
Getting fucked in the lottery is a streamer versus chat staple. It sure is.
Thank you.
I was hoping that would change this year, but nope. So case in point, me trying to be like, hey, let me invest in Shaq, it wouldn't have mattered. You guys had this in the bag. You guys had this in the bag already. Game 4 of the NBA Final. Reggie Miller and the Cavs are 1 win away. Is tonight the night that Reggie Miller wins a title?
Moments away. It'll be the Los Angeles Clippers going up.
Is this the last game of the era?
This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello. On our sideline, David Aldridge.
Feels like Scottie Pippen's been almost a non-factor in this series. That was a bald-ass coach. I thought that was going to be more of an intro. It was not. Home court advantage, B+. You're going to need that to be an A++, for fuck's sake. Obviously, we're not watching the full thing, but I'll jump into the simcast from here. Let's see how it plays out. Is tonight the night for the Cavaliers? It's over. The first era goes to chat. We started in 83-84. We end in 90-91. Chat gets the first W of the first era. Fucking Reggie Miller. Jesus fuck.
They were able to execute better and made the most of it.
Can't wait to see the Clippers celebrate. Well, that's why I jumped in to be like, hey, maybe it won't glitch out that way. Dude, like, so here's the reason why Reggie is so shocking. Again, this is the era and the game factors into that. Like, three-point shooting wasn't really a thing. And this was the era of needing a dominant big man to win. And Reggie Miller is not a dominant big man, but he is a big man. You know, normally it takes an Olajuwon or a Shaq or something like that. Lottie and Bull were enough. Yeah, but they weren't even dominating games. They might have been playing good defense, but they weren't dominating.
To be crowned a champion on the road is something else. To win and to do it with a crowd that was so emotional and so into this game, you've beaten the team and you've conquered everything.
Reggie Miller and company, man.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet moment for the home crowd.
Is this all we're gonna get?
Credit to the visitors and the amazing job they did to never lose focus or drive. And boy, this is the moment they've been working towards all season.
Chat gets the win in era number 1.
Celebrate in front of their home fans. That does not take anything away.
That Reggie Miller pick, man. Reggie Miller, and then the trade offer that you guys got for Fat Lever, which you almost didn't take. Lade is a champion. Like, a couple things had to go right for you guys to win this era. Reggie Miller wins MVP, no surprise. Because you had those, lack of draft picks at the start, you needed me to have mostly bad lottery luck. And I did. At least I didn't get, like, that one-star player. You needed to hit once you got a chance at a star player, and you did. Getting Reggie. And then that Fat Lever trade. That Fat Lever trade is what sealed the deal. I forget what the exact price was. As you see, Reggie Miller's numbers as MVP. But getting him and then not trading him was monstrous. Dude, Reggie Miller. Jesus Christ. Averaging almost 31 points a game. Did not miss a free throw in the final. Literally did not miss a free throw in the final. Averaged a block a game. Jesus Christ. There it is. Chat wins. The first era. As again, in terms of the history, we started off in 83-84 with the Lakers win. The Mavericks won 5 in a row. Lakers win another one, and then bam, it's over. That was our history from 83-84 and up. We thought this could be a long fucking era. But Dallas slipped up over the last 2 years. Left the door open, and that was that. And that was that. The team that got it done, old Fat Lever. Just again, what a ridiculous addition he was. A ridiculous addition. Reggie Miller was the addition. Second overall in 87. Goddamn. Clark Kellogg also acquired. It's a pretty damn good trade as well. drafting Danny Manning, drafting Manute Bol and Vlade Divac. I mean, it worked out. It worked out. Whereas for me, I tried like hell to trade for Jenkins. I never got that big-time point guard until him, and he wasn't even enough. Reggie Lewis is not Reggie Miller, nor is Jeff Hornacek. They're not bad, but they're not him. Chuck Person, Detlef Schrempf, everybody I tried. I tried 3 or 4 different forwards, didn't work. Couldn't really get the big-time power forward. Had the decent option at center, but I was just lacking a Reggie Miller. I had some good players, especially even Jared Jenkins at the end of the year, but I was just lacking some damn good players. So, I mean, Magic Johnson obviously won MVPs. John Stockton never really became a factor in Indiana. Michael Jordan never really got a chance to shine in Washington. Len Bias obviously did very, very well for himself, but yeah, Larry Bird and the Celtics were pretty much a non-factor, and then he left. Kelly Tripucka did fuck all for me. He really didn't do anything. And power forward, Charles Barkley wasn't really a factor in Houston. They didn't accomplish much. And then at center, of course, Olajuwon and the Mavericks were crazy. You would have thought the Spurs would have done better with David Robinson and Larry Bird, but they were also just a complete non-factor. Patrick Ewing on the Pacers as well. Like, injury trouble, nothing really happened. Nothing really happened, but the champions of the era, fucking Reggie Miller and his band of merry men, because Jesus Christ, it was all about Reggie. It was all about Reggie. That picture quality is fucking hilarious. Oh, look, expanded use of the three-pointer. Well, if you didn't win this year, you were going to win sooner rather than later, now weren't you? Jesus Christ. As we start to branch into expanded use of the three-pointer. For fuck's sake. God damn it. Alex English makes the Hall of Fame, has his number 2 retired by Denver. I do want to know, as the Magic would have had a change of look. I wanted to know what the lottery was going to look like this year. Because you guys had a pick thanks to Boston. You would have had the 5th overall pick this year, the 12th overall, and obviously, 27th wouldn't, it would have been like 25, 26. And for me, again, nothing. Yeah. It just worked out. It just worked out. And again, top of this draft, Magic get Larry Johnson. Miami gets Mutombo. Nuggets with Steve Smith. Sixers, Kenny Anderson. You guys get trade offers for the 5th overall pick. So saying you didn't even win, you would have had a chance to maybe trade the 5th overall pick, which in this draft, you at this point would have been looking at somebody like Dale Davis, Kenny Anderson, Rick Fox. So you likely would have looked at trading the pick. Celtics pick, maybe. I'm sure you would have taken this from Atlanta. Unprotected picks in 92, 93. That 92 could have landed you Shaq. Even if you didn't do it this year, you still would have been set up pretty damn well. Yeah, 92, 93 from the Rockets. It would have been an easy trade down. You wouldn't have needed Doc Rivers at all. Apparently, you could have gone for Dikembe Mutombo. Apparently, you could just trade the 5th straight up for the 2nd overall pick. But yeah, odds are you would have shored things up with a 92 and 93 first rounder. Or you would have gone for Mutombo. Either way, not bad. And if you didn't, again, you would have been left with like Billy Owens, Chris Gatling, Terrell Brandon. Odds are you would have traded the pick. So you still would have been set up incredibly well. incredibly well, to say the least. Got the 81 overall Larry Johnson. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Era 1 in the books. Chat's up 1-0. But we do have another era to start.